I'd like to show you how to use the Quart Sample Index using auto-indexing. So the first thing you need to do is go into your system files, index templates, and there's a sample Quart index. If you don't have that, go to Help, Exceptional Extras, Restore Extras, make sure your keep case structure is turned on, and hit OK. You will see that part of what you're going to restore is that sample Quart index. And once you do that, it will be in the system file index templates. So we'll go in there and look at it. This is one using columns, and keep in mind that you can adjust the column headers or anything like that to be what you want them to be. This doesn't have any plaintiff or defendant designations on it. I can do that in a different one to show you how to take one table and copy it, make two different tables out of it using someone else's work, and make it a lot easier on yourself. One thing I did notice when I built the table that I didn't want was the description became all caps because there's an all caps setting on up here. I don't want that. I don't want my photograph or diagram to be in all caps when I build the table. The other thing you need to pay attention to is that you will notice this is heading on A. A is important, remember, and the cells are all 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhibit B, the exhibits are heading on B, and they use cells 1 and 2. So that is the hardest part to remember to memorize when you get started. And the easy way to do it is I take that table and I print it off, and then I assign the numbers and letters so that I can memorize them. So what I've done is do that, and then you'll remember this is an A, this is a B, 1, 2, 3, and 1, and 2. You can change these. It doesn't have to be an A, and it doesn't have to be B. It can be anything from A to Z or 0 to 9. And when I show you how to adjust the cells in a different video, I can show you how to change that, so you aren't committed to those numbers that they don't make sense to you off the top of your head or whatever. They're just random. Alright, so now that we've done that, and because I did make a change to it, I do need to save it and close it. And the other thing I've done is I've made a little file for us to use. So the first thing we're going to do, and keep in mind everything we do, you can create a macro to do the same thing and just to keep a couple keystrokes rather than doing this the long way. So we're going to highlight Melissa Smith. We are going to press F4. Then we are going to have a capital J. And when we do that, you'll see that nothing really happened that you can see here, but down here we get the choice, like we said before, A to Z, 0 to 9. And remember, our table for the witnesses is A, so I'm going to type in A. And when I did that, you'll see that she changes color. And what we've done is turn a heading on and a heading off around her name. Because it's on and off, what's in between goes into those tables. That's how it's functioned. So it's kind of like you just tag items as you go. It's very simple, really. Now, direct examination, because we're working with cells, I'm going to do this with a hidden text box just because you can see what you're doing as you're doing it. So we are going to edit, insert a hidden text box. And what we're going to do is F4, capital I, A, remember, it's a witness. They go on table A. And then this is cell 1 because it's direct examination. So we're going to open the format symbols. We're going to go down to index cell. And remember, direct examination is 1. Then we need to turn it off. So it's F4. A small I turns things off. And A. So the capital or non-cap is what turns it on, turns it off. And that's it. So then you'll see the cute little pin, and you'll see exactly what you did in there. It just gives you more of a visual. We could do that without doing it. We could do it much like we did the examination or the witness's name, but it kind of helps if you can see it. So let's go down to the next examination. We're going to open up another text box, insert. Remember F4, capital I, we need to turn it on, and it's an A. And we need to open up the format symbols, and we need cell 2 because it's in cross, and then we need to do F4 small I-A and turn it back off. And that's it. So we've done that. Let's go down to another one. Redirect is number 3, and I keep saying that, and I should have left that up. So that's where I get the A, 1, 2, 3. So we will open up another text box, and we're going to F4 capital I, A, and then we are going to turn on the cell for 3, F4 lowercase a, IA, excuse me. And if you get any of those wrong, simple enough, just delete them, right? F4 IA, so easy to fix. Alright, let's go down to the next one. Once again, now remember, you can make a macro for these. You don't have to keep doing them with the text box if you don't want to. You can make a macro to open it up, put all the format symbols in there you need, and be done with it. And you can call it direct cross, redirect, recross. Indexing. So we're going to F4 capital I, A. We need the format symbol. I believe we are on recross. And F4 lowercase I, A. And we'll do one more witness. We highlight the witness. F4 capital J. The witness's name is a J. I think it's a capital J instead of the I. And then we'll use A because once again it is going on the A table. So you'll see we get heading on A and heading off A. So we'll have the direct examination. Insert in text box, F4 capital I, A. We need that index cell for 1 because we are in direct. F4 small I, A. Turn it on, turn it off. Once again, the same thing. Open the text box, F4 capital I, A. We need an index cell. We need it to be 2 because it's cross. F4 small I, A. Turn it on, turn it off. Alright, now I'm going to go do an exhibit real quick. Apologize for flipping through the pages. So if you'll remember, exhibits were B. So I like mine not to be necessarily identified and in evidence, but offered and in evidence. So exhibit 1 was offered, so we are going to edit, insert, and make exhibit entries. And this was exhibit number 1. It's on table B, so it's a B in the category. This is index, heading, and index because it is offered. If it's offered and admitted, it gets a 1 and a 2. So you have a 1 and a 2 if they're on the same page. You can add a description or not. I'm going to add a description. And I'm going to go down here to they're offering states exhibit number 2. So we are going to edit, insert, make an exhibit entry. It's number 2. It's on the B table. It's a heading and an index when it's offered. I will make a description. I don't know what it was. And we will go down here, and I believe I'm going to skip those because they were for another example. I believe at the end it got admitted. So at the end we are going to once again do edit, insert, make an exhibit entry. It's exhibit 2 on the B. Now because it's admitted now, it gets a 2. Because admitted is a 2. And so when it's admitted only, then not offered and admitted, it gets an index heading only because we've already given it the description. The other thing is your index has to know where to build. And what I do is I take my title pages, and at the bottom of them I put an index position symbol. Can't see it, and it's a format symbol, so you do edit, insert, format symbol, and scroll down, and you'll double click that and insert that at the end of your title page. And when you do that, then the title or the index knows exactly where to build. If you don't, it'll build at the end of the transcript by default, and it will insert that index position symbol at the end. So if you do that, you have to be sure you delete the index and delete the index position symbol that it created when it built in the wrong place. Since I'm not going to put a title page on this, I will go ahead, I can't remember if I did it. I did. I already put one on here. So you'll see I added it. And then we simply tools, build, or index build. We need to choose the sample chord index. If it isn't chosen, since I've already tested it, you'd pick it. The other thing we want to do is, I apologize, do the index template options. We do want it to be the entire document and use the template. And the options, we want to ignore formatting, yes. This would be more pertinent if we were using everything on a horizontal line instead of columns. Allow duplicate cells, so if it's offered twice, it'll have 33, 35 if it was offered on page 33 and 35. And it'll give it a comma separator. You can choose a colon separator if you like, or something different. And we will choose OK. And OK. And there you have it. Generates all the page numbers where we told it that items were tagged, and makes everything a lot simpler.